Hello and welcome to Rotary In Action. I'm your host, Marty Peters, and this special program today is about people that are making a difference in all of our communities. It's an organization called Rebuilding Together, and these are the men and women that make a difference for people that are less fortunate, that have had maybe some bad turns handed to them in their lifetime. Rebuilding Together is a passionate program, and I'm privileged to have three special men and women that really do make a difference. When we come back, we'll share their special story about rebuilding together. Welcome back. It's a real privilege to have you here and share our special guest today. First guest is a gentleman by the name of Mr. Rick Clark. He's a Rotarian, and he's happened to been in our community and very involved as an architect with Rebuilding Together, and it's a privilege to have you here, Rick. Sherry Robinette is a bookkeeping accountant who's also in our community, who has spent numbers of years involved, and I want to hear some funny stories from you in a minute, but welcome to our special show.
Thank you.
And last and not least is a gentleman by the name of Johnny Simpson, who happens to be in the union business of management in unions. And Johnny, can't thank you enough. You're the current president, I think, and we're going to have some stories from you in a bit. But first, Rick, could you sort of tell me how this all got started? Give me a quick time frame of how this happened.
Sure. Rebuilding Together actually started as Christmas in April back in Midland, Texas, by a guy by the name of Bobby Trimble. He decided to have the old barn raising where they went over and helped a person that was in their congregation to fix up their home. And this kind of spread across country. In 1988, a lady by the name of Patty Johnson started Christmas in April USA to try to make this a national organization. And when we heard about it back in 1995, there were about 175 affiliates around the country. And here we are, the sixth largest, and had nothing like that here. So we established a board of directors, and the first year, 1996, we did 11 houses and one YMCA, and it's just grown from that point.
And that's just in the last 4 or 5 years.
7 years ago, we started.
So we've had that growth just here in our own little community. Is this going on all over the country? And how many other organizations are like the original Christmas in April? Are like 90 or 100? Or?
There are several hundred of them right now, and I think Sherry will probably share those numbers with you in a little while.
Well, we'll be right back, and I'd like to have you stick around. We'll be right back and have Sherry give us some information on how this has grown exponentially in our communities. We'll be right back.